Hi there, this is Mrs. Rusnak. Today I'm going to show you the skill passing fresh water. The first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and put hand sanitizer on, rub it in thoroughly, let it dry. All right, and then once you're ready to go, you're going to go ahead and knock on the resident's room. They could be ringing their light, or you could just be checking on them. Hi, Mr. Peanut, how are you? I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Amy. I'm your STNA. What do you need, sir? And he might tell me he needs more water in his pitcher. Or you as an STNA will be checking that like every 2 hours or at least once a shift, where you're going around to all the residents and making sure that they have enough water and ice next to their bedside. All right, I'm going to make sure that it is Mr. Peanut, and it is. All right, Mr. Peanut, I'll be right back. I'm going to get your pitcher and fill it with some ice and water. So I'm going to go ahead and take his pitcher over to whatever area or location you get the ice and the water. All right, as far as facilities go, they might use a number of different pitchers. This is probably the most common that they would use. Some places will use these kind of oversized cups with lids, which are really nice and they're insulated. And then some places, not typically, but sometimes they'll have these metal pitchers. So whichever one that your facility uses, you can go ahead and fill it up. We're gonna just go ahead and work with this. Now, in place of ice, we're gonna use marbles, all right? We don't have ice today, so we're gonna go ahead and use marbles. There will be an ice machine somewhere. There will also be a scoop and a holder for that scoop. You will not ever see the scoop, at least you shouldn't, in the actual ice resting in there, okay? It should be held in the holder, use it, and then replace it back to the holder. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and carefully open the lid, and I'm gonna try not to touch the inside of it or anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the scoop. Now, you're gonna go ahead and scoop the ice into the pitcher. You don't wanna touch the scoop on the side of the pitcher. You also don't want the ice to roll out into the pitcher and then back into the scoop, or vice versa. Once you get the ice, you want it to go into the pitcher. All right, once I'm done putting enough ice in there, I would fill it up about halfway. I'm gonna replace that scoop back in the proper receptacle. I'm gonna close the probably lid of my ice machine. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and fill the pitcher with water. I don't wanna touch the faucet on the pitcher. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it mostly full. And then I'm gonna replace that lid back onto the pitcher, all right? Make sure my area is clean, then I'm gonna go back and talk to the resident. All right, and then once you get back to the resident, you are automatically gonna go ahead and fill the cup with ice water. And that's because you kind of want to encourage them to drink a lot unless they're on fluid restriction or something like that. And then you're going to want to go ahead and offer that to them. All right, Mr. Peanut, would you like some of your water? And if he says yes, you can kind of pull this over top of him. You can give him a drink if he needs help drinking or what have you. Is there anything else I can get for you, Mr. Peanut? He's going to say no or yes, whatever. I'm going to make sure that he has his call light. All right, you call us if you need us, Mr. Peanut, okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and leave the room. But before I leave, make sure that I use hand sanitizer again and then move on to my next resident. All right, thank you.